Tonight, let this gentle tale fill you with warmth and rest. Blossom and Clover, The Laughter Chronicles. This story is about Blossom and Clover, who discover a hidden, enchanted world and rejuvenate an ancient tree with their joyous laughter. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and flower-filled meadows, lived a joyful girl named Blossom and her spirited dog, Clover. Blossom had bright eyes that sparkled like dewdrops on morning petals and a smile that could light up the darkest of nights. Clover, with his floppy ears and wagging tail, was always by Blossom's side, his laughter-inducing antics a constant source of joy for the entire village. Blossom and Clover's favorite thing to do was to wander through the fields of wildflowers that surrounded their village. Each bloom had its own story to tell, and Blossom loved to imagine what adventures each might have. Clover, never far behind, would chase butterflies and bark at the golden sun rays peeking through the trees. Their days were filled with laughter, the kind that bubbled up from deep within and spilled out in joyous bursts, echoing through the meadow. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the leaves turned brilliant shades of red and gold, Blossom and Clover stumbled upon an old, forgotten well hidden by a cascade of ivy. Curious, Blossom leaned over the edge, peering into its mysterious depths. She could hear the faintest sound of giggles rising up from the darkness below. Intrigued and unafraid, Blossom decided they should investigate this enchanted well. With Clover by her side, tail wagging with excitement, they lowered a sturdy rope and descended into the well's depths. What they discovered was a hidden world thereafter, a cavern lit by emerald and sapphire glowworms, and in the center of it all, a tree as old as time. Its branches were adorned with luminescent flowers that shimmered and laughed with each breath of wind. As Blossom and Clover approached, they noticed that the tree seemed lonely, its laughter echoing softly but lacking the robust joy they knew. Always the one to spread cheer, decided to tell the tree stories of their adventures in the meadow, and Clover added his playful barks and antics, jumping and trolling round. The tree's branches began to sway, its flowers glowing brighter and laughing more heartily with every tale. Blossom and Clover spent hours in the cavern, each story and playful game bringing more life and laughter to the ancient tree. Soon the entire cavern was filled with a beautiful symphony of cheerful gibbles and joyous barks, creating a tapestry of sound that wrapped around them like a warm hug. Eventually, as the sun began to set over the village, Blossom and Clover knew it was time to return. They promised the tree they would visit often, bringing new stories and laughter to its secluded world. As they made their way back to the surface, the well seemed to pulse with a renewed energy, its rocks glowing softly in the twilight. Back in their village, Blossom and Clover continued to spread laughter wherever they went, always remembering their special friend in the hidden cavern. Their bond of love and joy was a beacon of light, reminding everyone that true happiness is best when shared. And so, Blossom and Clover's days continued to be filled with adventure and laughter. Their hearts brimming with the joy of life embraced the simple, yet most beautiful moments. Yeah, let's embrace the next chapter. Sanctuary of Borage and Wisteria. This story is about a human named Borage and a beetle named Wisteria who protect their sanctuary through friendship and courage. In a quaint village named Tivol Glen, nestled between rolling hills and blooming meadows, lived a gentle soul named Borage. His name, derived from the resilient blue starflower, perfectly matched his kind and nurturing nature. Borage was known for his love of nature, and often spent his days tending to his vibrant garden, which was a sanctuary for anyone searching for peace. Up one serene afternoon, while picking blueberries, Borage heard a faint, buzzing sound coming from the tall grass. Curiosity piqued, he pushed aside the blades to discover a tiny, iridescent beetle, tangled in a web. The beetle's wings shimmered with hues of lavender and sky blue, and Borage instantly knew it wasn't an ordinary creature. Carefully, he untangled the delicate insect from the sticky trap. "There you go, little one," he whispered, his voice as soothing as a summer breeze. The beetle fluttered its wings appreciatively before landing on Borage's paw. "Thank you," it said, much to Borage's amazement. "I am Wisteria, and you have saved my life." Borage blinked in surprise, but his heart brimmed with joy. He had always believed there was more to nature than met the eye. "Welcome, Wisteria. My garden is your home now," he replied warmly. Over the following days, Wisteria and Borage formed an inseparable bond. Wisteria proved to be more than just a beautiful beetle. She possessed wisdom and magic that enriched Borage's life. She taught him to listen to the whispers of the leaves and understand the sounds of the streams. Their garden became not just a sanctuary for lost creatures, but also a place of learning and wonder. One evening, as the setting sun painted the sky in shades of rose and gold, Borage noticed Wisteria seemed troubled. "What's wrong, my dear friend?" he asked gently. Wisteria hesitated before speaking, her small voice filled with sorrow. "There's a dark force threading through the forest, endangering all who live there. I fear for our sanctuary," she admitted. Determined to protect their haven, Borage declared, "We must face this force together, for our sanctuary and all beings who seek refuge here." The next morning, armed with courage and the wisdom Wisteria had shared, they ventured into the heart of the forest. They encountered creatures in need, many of whom joined their cause, drawn to the purity of Borage's mission and Wisteria's guidance. Together, they confronted the darkness, a monstrous shadow that threatened their rule. With each step, their resolve grew stronger. Borage's compassion and Wisteria's magic combined to form a powerful barrier against the blight. The dark force, overwhelmed by the unity and light they projected, slowly receded, leaving the forest in peace once more. Exhausted but triumphant, Borage and Wisteria returned to their garden, which now gleamed with an even greater sense of serenity and sanctuary. They realized that true sanctuary was not just physical but rooted in the bonds of friendship and the shared commitment to protect and nurture. In the years that followed, Petal Glen flourished, with Borage and Wisteria's garden becoming a symbol of hope and renewal for all its inhabitants. They continued to welcome all who needed refuge, teaching them the importance of harmony with nature and each other. And so, in the heart of Petal Glen, the sanctuary of Borage and Wisteria remained, a testament to the enduring power of kindness, courage, and the magic of everyday miracles. Let's further with our next story. Bluebell and Petunia's inspirational journey. This story is about Bluebell and her little explorer friend, Petunia, who embark on a journey to find the Garden of Dreams and discover the power of inspiration in transforming their village. In the quaint village of Blossoms, where flowers whispered secrets and stars winked at children, lived a girl named Bluebell. Her curious heart beat in time with the rhythm of nature, and her eyes sparkled with the promise of endless adventures. Bluebell's best friend was a tiny creature called Petunia, a little explorer with wings that shimmered like morning dew. Petunia was known for her daring spirit and unwavering optimism, traits that earned her many wonderful friends across the meadow. On a warm evening, as the sun dipped beneath the horizon, Bluebell and Petunia decided to embark on a journey to the Whispering Woods. The air was filled with the scent of blooming lilies and the soft hum of crickets, creating a perfect orchestral harmony for their adventure. Bluebell packed a small satchel with essentials, the jar of fireflies to light their way, a loaf of honey bread, and a worn map her grandmother had given her. The map was said to lead to the Garden of Dreams, a mythical place where the wildest aspirations came true. As they entered the forest, the trees welcomed them with open branches, and the leaves rustled a gentle greeting. Petunia flitted round, her wings leaving trails of sparkling light, illuminating their path. "What do you think we'll find, Bluebell?" asked Petunia, perched from Bluebell's shoulder. "Possibly something beyond our dreams," Bluebell replied with a smile, her voice tinged with excitement. They trekked through the forest, marveling at the wonders around them. They crossed coalescent streams that sang melodious tunes and meadows where blossoms swayed in synchronized dances. Every step they took was a step closer to discovering something magical. As the night grew darker, they reached the Heartstone Glade, where a majestic stone pulsated with a gentle pink light. It was rumored that anyone who touched the stone could hear the whispers of their deepest desires. Bluebell placed her hand on the stone and closed her eyes, feeling its warmth sink into her skin. Petunia perched on her shoulder, eagerly awaiting what would happen next. Suddenly, Bluebell saw a vision of her heart's desire. A world where kindness and imagination knew no bounds, where even the smallest deeds sparked the biggest changes. Her heart swelled with hope and determination. Petunia's eyes sparkled as if she too could see the vision through her friend's connection with the Heartstone. Together, they made a silent promise to make that vision a reality. Buoyed by this newfound sense of purpose, they continued their journey. Finally, after many wondrous encounters, they arrived at the Garden of Dreams. It was a sight to behold, flowers of every color painting the landscape, butterflies shimmering like jewels, and the sky so clear and vibrant it felt like a dream itself. "Welcome, dreamers," a gentle voice greeted them. It was the spirit of the garden, Marigold, whose presence was as uplifting as a spring breeze. "You have journeyed far and shown great heart. Here, your dreams can take root and blossom." Bluebell and Petunia shared their vision of a kinder world with Marigold. The spirit nodded, her eyes glowing with approval. "You have the power within you to inspire others," she said. "Carry this vision with you, and let it shine bright." With hearts full of inspiration, Bluebell and Petunia returned to Blossoms. They shared their journey with their village, planting seeds of kindness and create everywhere they went. And slowly but surely, the village transformed, becoming a beacon of hope and imagination. And so, Bluebell and Petunia's journey became a cherished tale of inspiration, reminding everyone that no dream is too grand and no heart too small to make a difference. Another gentle journey awaits. Salvia and Star, the Shells of Friendship. This story is about a young girl named Salvia and a deer named Star who discover magical shells on a secret beach that hold the memories and dreams of all who have walked there, contributing their own stories to the wondrous collection. Under the serene canopy of whispering woods, where sunlight snuck playfully through emerald leaves, lived a young girl named Salvia. With her curious eyes and heart full of wonder, Salvia spent her days wandering the forest, discovering its secrets and marvels. One day, while exploring a hidden path, she came across a beautiful deer named Star. His fur shimmered like the night sky, dotted with tiny white spots resembling distant constellations. Star was a friendly, magical deer who knew the stories of the forest for as long as the trees had their roots buried deep in the earth. From then on, Salvia and Star became inseparable friends, sharing adventures, exchanging stories, and caring for the creatures of the woods together. One warm summer evening, as the sky blazed with the colors of dusk, Salvia felt the tug on her curiosity. She had heard tales of a secret beach, where the waves whispered ancient tales, and where innumerable treasures were said to lie. Star smiled knowingly and led Salvia on a mystical journey through the enchanted forest, down a winding path lit by fireflies. The journey itself was an adventure, filled with the melodies of birds, the rustle of leaves, and the soft glow of bioluminescent fungi lighting their way. After what felt like hours but was so mere moments, the trees cleared to reveal a beach unlike any other, draped in a silver glow under the moonlit sky. The sand was fine and pale like sifted stardust, and the waves danced rhythmically to the music of the night. But what truly caught Salvia's eyes were the shells scattered across the shore, each one unique and radiating an aura of magic. Star explained that these were no ordinary shells. They held the memories and dreams of all who had walked this beach. Intrigued, Salvia picked up a shell and listened closely. To her amazement, it was as if she was transported to another world. She heard the laughter of children, the songs of sailors, the gentle whispers of lovers, and the whispers of ancient spirits. He felt their joys, their hopes, and even their sorrows. These shells were vessels of lived experiences, capturing moments of life long gone yet timelessly preserved. Salvia avidly explored each shell, marveling at the shared humanity and deeply connected by this tapestry of voices from the past. Watched his eyes filled with a deep understanding and a gentle glow of the moon reflecting in his gaze. Suddenly, Salvia had an idea. She realized that she could contribute her own stories and memories to the shells, adding to the collection of voices. With Star by her side, she began to speak into one of the shells, sharing tales of her adventures, her dreams, and her cherished friendship with Star. She whispered her joys, her fears, and her hopes, feeling a warm connection to all the souls who had done the same before her. As Salvia finished, she felt a sense of completeness and belonging she had never experienced before. She placed the shell back on the sand, knowing that her story would now be part of the endless symphony of life. Star nuzzled her gently, acknowledging the beautiful gift she had given to the beach and all who would come after. With hearts full of contentment, Salvia and Star watched the waves under the sparkling night sky, knowing they had created a lasting bond with the ocean of stories that stretched before them. And every time Salvia visited the beach, she felt the whispers of the shells, now accompanied by her own voice, echoing gently through time. Rest well, and may your dreams be gentle and kind.